Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building over at North Farmington High School for the holiday extravaganza, and it has been an awesome 3 days of great basketball, and we just had the final game on the final night. It was North Farmington versus Flat Rock, and because this young man is sitting to my left, Coach Todd, Negoshian, sitting in the winner's chair because they were able to be successful. But before we even get to the game, man, what about these last 3 days? Talk about it.
It's a whirlwind. It's been fun. Yeah. It's a great experience. We've got great kids coming in, great coaches. The fans have been unbelievable, and just a great atmosphere for kids to be able to play on.
Yeah, and I can't understate the atmosphere, and I think it's easy for us to take it for granted because you invite me in, I'm able to be around here, but rarely are these athletes are going to get this kind of environment where this crowd is there, they're on top, it's intense. How important is that in this whole process of trying to have a successful program?
I think that's a huge part. I think in our society, kids don't get to play in front of that kind of environment anymore. Like you said, people on top of you, packed stands, and kids deserve that. I mean, the sacrifices they've made in their lives to be successful at what they do, they need to be on that stage, and we're fortunate that we got a facility that allows us to do that. Our administration allows us to do that, so it's been it's just a great 3 days. It's a lot of work, tiring, but but when you see the smile on kids' faces when they walk out of the gym, and parents, and it's pretty rewarding.
It is good, and I have to make sure not to take it for granted. I was talking to my mom. I'm proud Detroiter living in East Lansing, but I spend time with her when I'm down. She said, another day. I said, Mama, this ain't going to be here all the time. Like, we think it's every day all the time, but we got to just take advantage of it.
We do. We take it for granted, I think, at times. I was fortunate enough to play like this in front of big crowds when I was younger, and that we got to pass it on. That's just kind of our job, is to pass it on to the next generation, and just kind of keep feeding that fire and hope that somebody will do it for us someday, and reward the next generation of kids.
Yeah, I really like how you said that, because there's someone sitting in the stands saying, man, we used to go over to North Farmington, and this is how they did it, so it sets a standard. With that, you got a team with a new look. Talk about what's so unique about this team, and what can we expect from them.
I think the biggest thing for us is our togetherness. I think that's
what do you mean when you say togetherness?
They're friends on and off the floor. Not that we haven't been in the past, but they're all guys that have grown up in our district. We got one transfer in Dillon. Rob Smith has been in our district from preschool to 8th grade, moved away and came back. So he grew up with our guys, and it's just been a great mix of guys with pushing each other, getting after it, holding each other accountable. And then as soon as we're done in practice, all of a sudden it's laughing, joking, silliness, giggling, like a bunch of middle school kids, basically.
Yeah, having fun.
And it's fun to see that. That's what it's about. You see the laughs on their faces, how excited they are when other kids checked in tonight and tried to score. To me, that's what it's about. Seeing the togetherness and them all come together for the right causes. So it's been fun.
That's good, and that togetherness is real. Dylan and Tyler were kind of fighting to see who was going to sit down, so they resorted to what all things you do to settle a dispute: rock, paper, scissors. So check it out. They did it, and Dylan won. He said he always do that move at the end. So they spend a lot of time together and learning, man.
They do, and they're competitive in everything, as you saw. That's just the way they are. They don't like to lose in anything. And there's days we're after practice shooting, getting extra shots up, and they'll be here for 45 minutes to an hour because somebody can't lose at the end. They got to go again and get it back, run it back, and it's just a great group of kids to be around. And just like with our term, we can't take that for granted because not every group, not every kid's going to be like that. So you got to enjoy it when you get it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I remember seeing you walking by and like, oh, they're still in here shooting, so doing their thing. Talk about what your outlook is like for these next few games. What is it looking like?
It's a grind. We're back into the red, and we got West Bloomfield, Ferndale. You prepping a non-league game for the MLK Classic with Horatio. But it doesn't get any easier for us. I thought Flat Rock was very well coached, prepared. A lot better than people think. They gave us a lot of problems early. And, you'd like to say that we were off for 8 days and that was it. But no, it was, I thought Flat Rock really came in organized and prepared, and we felt like we could wear them down. I think we did to start the third quarter, and I think our pressure took a toll on them at the end.
Yeah, and I was looking at Tyler again. I said, I know you're growing, your game is going on, but his physique and these guys and their physicality, and how important has the weight room been for these guys?
No kid likes it, that's for sure, but they buy into it. They understand the difference it makes with and all that goes to our strength and conditioning coach, Billy Slope, and Coach Billy. I mean, what he's turned these kids into with being in the weight room in the season, in the summer times, and it's just the way they buy into it and the whole mental approach to it is unbelievable. And it's a testament to him and what he does and how well he does it with those kids, not just from a physicality point with the weights, but just the mental side of it too.
Yeah, I get that. Well, Coach, I always appreciate you welcoming me into the family, from the North Farmington family, I'll say the Negoshian family, all that kind of stuff, man. It's been a great thing. Any final thoughts you got before we let you go?
No, but I appreciate everything you do for us. I appreciate everything you do for the kids, you need to be appreciated too with what you do for society, for kids, for the youth. The way you promote the game and the way you promote kids is there's not many people that do it, let alone do it the way you do, and it's a testament to you and what you built. And I appreciate you coming back for another year, and hopefully we'll get you back again next year.
Yeah, that's the plan. It's family business, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
My God. Got Coach Todd Negoshian right here doing great things. Continue to support North Farmington and support the Holiday Extravaganza and support good people. With that being said, Lindsey Hudson with SPS. We'll see you next time.